jama ju bari banda wir ak wir rek di ñaanal jama ju bari banda wir ak wir rek waaw Alpha Konte moom jàppale ko di de dikira nak de kana bawdo la nak dikira ngandala de ñu ne dafa disappear wise dañ ko indi bu ko oppa dañ ko indi ko sut ko ne ko nuste ko tegañu ko yàlla suñu borom acca leen de du dafa jam fa yaa jam ma Rambo di wax naa ne ñu ngi kontaan bañ a kontaan yéen soo leen yéen boo leen jooyee ñi dañuy kontaan waaw di Rambo yow yaa ngeen ne da ngeen di am rali waaw nit yi naka exécutif ñi ngi wax naa ne surtout Doudou Dia mu ngi nekk di wax ne Yaya Jammeh xaw ma mu ngi si picc Yaya Jammeh ànd na si nii ak nii ak nale waaw waaye Doudou Dia musta wax ak président Jammeh moom daf ko waxal boppam déglu leen fii parce que ñoom ku leen jox pour ñu dem saay déglu leen fii du Yaya Jammeh président Jammeh xamul si dara si lii dégg nga ñoom fu ñu wéeru mooy ka nekk Equatorial Guinée moom moo leen wax ne ñu dem saay parce que ñoom dañ soona déglu leen dafa ànd ak Yaya Jammeh si kàddu mi waxoon ne moom du join ak nit understand te Yaya Jammeh mu ngi dégg si loolu ne nekkul di join ak nit te moom am na lifin boo xam ne seede boo xam ne mun naa wone ne Yaya Jammeh still now ak lu si yéen loolu si lu ngeen nekk ba pare sant leen ko te yëgu si dara is that true?
That is not true. Sant ñu ko yëgu ci si dara ku ma jox kaamil dinaa ko waat Yaya Jammeh si boppam su ko waxee dinaa ko wéedi moom ci boppam Equatorial Guinée ba mu daj lan di jaaju laa dee waxal bés bu ma gisee ak yow yàlla woon nombaam mun naa ko koo sa kanam ma def ko speaker nga dégga
I hope you are hearing, the audio le play correct. The criminality of some of these so-called APRT executives, especially like that boy. That boy is shameless. That's Doudou Dia. The boy is really insane. Yeah.
So first day mu call ma fekk ñu demoon Bujinga pour arrêt diri teji maire call ma waaw xam nga kuy wax ni ñu dégg na ma man la sa papa ma sama papa mo waaw dama ñun ñoo jur poli yes yaa ngi dégg loolu la waxtaan
ñoo jur poli
dama Rambo mo ma jox tan ma so dina ko tax okay la understand why ñoom ñu nekk Equatorial Guinée soo fa xamee nit mu nangoo laa wax dëgg dina la expliquer la dégg lu ma wax mu ne ñoom dañ soona ete wan
Yaya Jammeh ak Landing dañ soona
mu ne ma dem leen ngeen dos I think 3-4 days ago no last Friday laa gëj a wax ak moom last Friday Valentine's Day Johnny Day bu ma dajee ak yow I will show you the call you will see the date itself fast track leen lii si baro ngeen gaaw comme moom time baro time bu leen ci waste time okay from landing to wall moo tax ma ne su nekkoon sa kanam naa ko fool
wow
so
landing
this is Doudou Dia. Doudou Dia is small boy, young boy. He have to definitely is very young. These are the people many aloko they can be the leader of our country tomorrow. If Doudou Dia from APRC executives They are endorsing President Barrow because of their selfish interest, because of the hatred against the UDP. But that is not my problem, because more better left not a UDP. But the problem here is about our country. Dindim me yalon ko dudu jade no Gambia na ko bala fa watal de. Listen to this other audio also.
Wow, APRC student wing man la Miki. Man maa ngi pour wax affaire standard newspaper bi ak ku fa nekk Mama Ndiaye la tudda suma oncle ak xan la ok boot moom si boobaam call naa ko waaye mënu ma ko am te call naa seen deputy spokesperson bi wax na moom yëgul lii wax na ne Mama Ndiaye bokkut si dialogue committee bi nga xamante ne ñoom ñoo draft all these agreements on the no circumstances Mama Ndiaye mën a fa wax dara parce que xamul lu fa nekk loolu diggante Barrow la ak Fabakary Tombong Jatta yaa understand so moom nii la mel suma oncle la waaye dinaa wax naka la mel NRP la nekkoon yaa jame bu mu ñu électrifier mooy Barra SO power station bi time boobu la defect ñëw APRC yaa jame welcome ko mu toog ba mu ko ne mu def ay economic crimes yaa jame daa ko si nguuram bi mu dem GDC jóge ko GDC ñoo del si Adama Barrow so kii political prostitute la suma oncle la loolu moo tax naa ko wax dafa am agenda am na lu tax muy gën si di wax loolu waaye moom xamul dara si affaire agreement boobu because memorandum of understanding boobu noonu nekkul kenn moo ko privé ñu ko privé à some of the executive members and President Barrow ñi nekkoon si dialogue committee bi te moom bokku fa so mënut a wax foofu dara mënut a clarifier foofu dara mënut a xam dara lu muy wax foofu gis-gisam la am waxam la am suma oncle la waaw suma oncle ahan la xam naa ko bu baax waa Baara la waa Baara la Mama Ndiaye la tudda lu muy wax yëpp xamu si tous privé benn information si memorandum of understanding bi so lu muy wax jël leen ko ne waxi kalaw la waxi koo xamante ne amul political base tey mu ngi fii ëllëg mu ngi fële
ok nteleo mo nyula that's the bo men kadiyam ten ako ala onkulum if I do really understand because them nasruwa ka man sinea bare ngamen understand je wala mu ko bari na mu mam jikin jayti me yalon ko wala fundita nan ka rivo ko ka fo ko APRC ye memorandum of understanding means agreement means sort of with the NPP President Barrow na la molu wala mu ko ya jambela na mantar wokono it doesn't matter for ya jambela na beje fo ja jambela na mantar but ndengaje ko this is the highest dome, not political ignorant, but the highest dome what one can ever do in a life. How can you sign an agreement, a coalition agreement? You don't even know what is written in that agreement. Ite malo mune fombe safari wo agreement kono. You see, Gambians, sorry to say, but we are very easy to manipulate us. That's why na mansa kundal kamuta katulun na mendiatani. Normally, ning ayatal ko we are serious nation. Ning ayatal ko Gambia diu ning amfang kanu ngana banko kanu. So our president, this is not about the politica for ha NPP ning APRC lab. Who is the leader of the NPP? The Gambian president Menketa Adama Barrow. Did Adama Barrow have any audacity to sign an agreement with a party Meyalonko Wole Gambia Dul Toraja for 22 good years and nobody know what is inside that agreement? Nobody know what is all about that agreement is. And the Gambians baby de ringaka because of ndambaun la hatred na kamfanyo kama wala na easy going wala tina ko President Barrow kuoku President Barrow nonsense jolle ke Gambia kono Gambia dun be siri nga beka albedere. Dictatorship doesn't just start one day. Ala process will come de. Bring ya jambe janabe kila dictator ta ya start since the grassroots le. Bring ya alumbe na kudeta ke. Bar ntel dundi un jamabe je malo. Gambia la ku bala falti de. And then what is sad is most of the young people in the Gambia, especially like Nita, look at this guy who is talking about his own uncle. Very young boy, because Ako is part of the APRC student unions. Student wins. So, a student, whether you are university or college or grade 12 or grade 9 students, you are still students. So this can show you that how collapsed our education system is. No wonder that country cannot move an inch when we are having a student like this boy and the student wins of the NPP, when they cannot even differentiate what is the nationalism and what is the individual interest. I feel sorry for that country. Go to the university, you meet the NPP student wins there. And these are the people who are supposed to be the leaders of tomorrow. No malo mune be banko tinyaka. No malo ko leader jo male be banko tinyaka. Ni leader jo male si banko da dano. Andi ko will be taken school. The people are wasting their money on to pay university for those students. Many aloko they are student win of NPP. This is very sad. I feel sorry for Gambia. Because mobe yalo neko APRC. We are not against APRC as a supporters. We are not against APRC supporters to join with any political parties. That's their right. That's their citizen right. That's their democratic right. They have a real right to join with any political parties of their choice. But one thing Nyantame understand the Wolomuko. APRC as a party, this is the party Meyalonko. They brutalize Gambian citizens. Ye Gambia di uni bute, ye Gambia di uni fa, ye Gambia di uni exile. In fact, ye dolbeje yela dead body bula. Ye ban kadungo bankoka. It's a shame and disgrace to our sovereignty. Nteliem president mentanga elect into the power. Kaje ko tilimbali ali menketa o bankoka. Kuri ali menketa o bankoka. Tonyeron menketa o bankoka. Wo president ne benatala ay loi la geto because loi manke motati. Loi mu Gambia di un letati. Loi manke motati, loi mu Gambia di un letati. Bari nen Gambia di un kanalo mole nyati luna. And these are the Gambian citizens, many aloko they call themselves as intellectuals. Nile kanalo mole nyati luna e kafon tole ko. President Barrow, Alamol, they smart enough to manipulate the APRC. It's a shame. You can see how dishonest, how ungrateful some of the Gambians we are. This is not about the UDP. Okay, because you see that maybe you feel that the majority victims are UDP supporters. But know that these supporters, those UDP supporters, they are also Gambians. They are your brothers and your sisters. How can their right have been violated if only on government? But because you have an issue with these people or you hate this political party, you are helping our leader to deny these people to have their justice. This is the Gambia that we are living. And this is the Gambia we call themselves as Muslims. This is the Gambia that we pretend to be a Muslim. We pretend to love each other. But it's all become a false. We are fake. That's the truth. Let's listen to the Rambo Jata.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
I feel sorry for this country.
It's
because of the hatred?
APRC family.
No.
Assalamu alaikum, patriotic Gambians. I'm the first deputy party leader of the APRC, Usman Rambo Jato Jata. Anyano Nyama, Natal Kasenendroke. Kibar la mumba sefering standard newspaper la Nyato Kaitoro. Nyin Kibaro Wolo Munti, NPP la one of their member, ika for me a member Jignjai, wole ni standard de Kachasoto. Akachanyum kono member Jigia Tandila ko President Jamela na Amantara agreement okono. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Nyajim Funtanan, Kanying audio bondi in advance. Because nana ko Kibaro nyimbina radio tolo by around 12. And long ibina pour kamol filindi. Actually, Mambajik member lomo in the negotiation committee. But Alamanta Bemo, Mambajik Njai Nenamang a single meeting attend for NPP on behalf of NPP in Intolu. Not for once, meeting all being Telka chair and tell him chairman. Sam Sidin Sar, I tell him lead negotiator because President Jamel Kaina joined in the negotiating team. Mambajik Njai Nenamang a single meeting K and Intolu in regards to this coalition agreement. Hani lungmina tilifula jani ngara press conference la lungmina mbaying document to finalize la Mamba Jingjai was not present at it. Hani mbia kamda lokodoron paski ngambi ngajil jang dimasi lungo ngaji sai oli kaitul funtindi social media yesefero ke kaito nyumbale ko wo kuma kango kaito balantol ngol negotiate pour nimbaroita into coalition. Il a fait la confusion of la Mansakunda Kono, il a fait la confusion of la Molda Maltema. Actually, Nimfanum Bola Kono, because Ibam Fos Kane, Puruntunga Moon sign, Kake public, coming Kake Mobi along, Bambulenken Takela. Coalition 2016. Kabri la Kol, Kedunti Jamfa Bunkoni, la Kol Kefoi Pareta, Ida Korsa Mona Duma, while I'm told Mojet. O interstate house le ntol mo kaytoje so muna ntol bakela toleti bi nim president baroy yin coalition dilo mun sign pour nga di tolla because nga ntol la jeroto nga je ko political party jama ba yin banko kampi imam pare yin coalition ke because yin coalition ol be du benna muna kete man tara to nyakan nga je ko opposition party mun fundita ka kuma fo against yin coalition o wana nkale ko ntol nga di right decision lake Ntolngal no why we went into coalition. President Jamela issue new coalition diamo kono is non-negotiable. Wolom femfolo na mun kenyato. Nsa dangale no wolto. Andum diamo fanan daire ta walla. Na tara wo kol balanda tanu den no manjali nga continue. Wana ngi nyika ki santo. So mba fala lieko ala nyakas ni sai ni la kumolla. Ntolu itantolu discourage la node ntolu man ke impasse politicien ti ninko impasse politicien aka modu mol jakal baki wala daba siari ni pol Gambia politiko kono bi ya tinna politicien kendol be sabada comme sita bari ntaman taro mol kono na ta ba ala fa dibila mba fundina nga lerinda nga asenanda le wiki
very rude somebody
manki spokesperson ti
Mambo Jada is very rude.
Ningi lafta hakil sondeme sobodun la mol kono ngana funti nga asenande as the first deputy party leader of the APRC. So mba fulale ko alsiale tenkum nga tandal audio dol janko honorable Fabakar Tombong Jata amange keba furinti hani o keba nyaran toloje ibana ko nyimanga keba kensanti atal dund la ku kono on tal dund la ku kono mian ko soma ni nal bentam bank ngala lon ko fanan dimbal la bambul nyim banko kan nyin dimbal ni society yin nakata up and down, so we will try at all cost to save their integrity. Nta sonna mol ikatara tamala mbedo kam mol ko kuma kensa mol fo munyan kam monsoto, so nyin kayto funta nyin somandale ka to mu telefono len tawul ni laran kan bari mba tandila mobile ko mamba jik njaay man to nyafo Mamba dik njaay nyama lo kayto kan parce que hanin terambo jato jata ndemu chairman of the
committee Formosa
kabinga nyin di kabinga nyin na finalized osuto assigned a mofula wala assign on behalf of NPP, on behalf of APRC. Assigning the law from me, I was not there because only the two leaders were private to the final draft of this coalition agreement. Mumba kono abatula le compoto le 4 December 5th. Ninko wiu President Barrow den wotol mbinaro ngam albinalo kon almoncha han mostal nyato. Ñi mu demandé wonti mamba jik njala ñi mu demandé wonti ibina fendo fola soma o sininding wol ba garawle mu mbakiri kabli nga ñing coalition o sign APRC la jaw mesongol mbe ba fiti kan fiti okoto abi ma da be ba fundi kandam so ñi ñatan dinna na APRC ko lal ko al nga ñayle APRC kana ke dafoti Why all this noise on APRC? And most of these riff-raff parties, nying mojo patiol, being approved, could they want to associate themselves with us for a possible coalition? But kabling to nga tandila ko na interest ba daming kata wolto, bangko le interest ba daming kata wolto, president ya jamel interest ba daming kata wolto, dia mosial. Amayin na kela. What do you mean amayin na kela? Itenila party, you cannot decide for us. Until as APRC, we cannot decide for you.
That's true.
We cannot do it. So we have political tamana in the tamana bunyani respect okon. It's as simple as ABC. Nga Dr. Sisemoele Citizen Alliance. Ofanam fundita is against it. Nga Madi Westfield joba defana moile kakaba fenko loduna. Pulkata one day protest la Westfield. Fenko do atal kenuma jabi mun wolom tonat ayta kasanketa ika furesi di nyami na fonsi nyamotol mbal no ko madi bo munna abatona la kan ka fenko do rondu mo wele fenko so maybe to mando ba fon ay waramba ko to so ay de ko do rotandi la kafol ba na kasanki fon kasanki wotol mbal no ko madi is really serious nata moy fanan ko fati jaw mane fanan ka haris haintal from the President Barrow government. Alhamdulillah. We even say President Barrow because Jawal Babala Malam but nying agreement no a baby by Kanabalale. So in some of no wrong APRC doing me international executive. Allah civil parendi. Nimumbora jenga na replace je. It's as simple as ABC nyimban kumbele tam. Because you are in the government not to serve a political purpose but to serve your country. Olum banko dinkende ka for a patriotic citizen. But the model when killing President Barrow is because of their political interests. Imagine killing fundika. But anyway, new audio mainakel audio janti natal pulka in senenda ko. Mamba Njai is a member of the negotiating team on behalf of NPP. But Barry Mamba Njai nene mansi hani meeting killing to. Nani meeting no telephone bang Mamba Njai nene masingology. Mamba Njai doesn't know what is on that agreement. Billahi wallahi tallahi nying arabalong somandangang kalali. This is the hard fact. Abina kibarol to, but janaka fundi kibarol al salon ko kul wala hinten. So now, ntulibe tuli engagel as to why Mamba Njai nyanta fundi la kanyin nonsense wakat nyimu nonsense holti. Ika diamu kulle fellom munto. Ika diamu kule to yemun sedea. Ika diamu kule to muyanka diamu be taratile. Up to the last day, then we got a press conference. That is 2 days before the press conference. We will only kaito be finalized. So come on. Mamba Njai, I think you need to come back to standard and rectify yourself.
Rambo Jata. I forgot the Rambo Jata. Is smart about Mam Jikin Jai. Me aloko fatela mo NPP la for administrative secretary. So afang badindi mo fana nata funti.
Wow, APRC student wing man la Miki. Man ma ñu pour wax affaire standard newspaper bi ak ku fa nek Mama Njie la tudda suma oncle la. Suma oncle akhan la. Okay? But mom si boba am call nako way mënuma ko am. Te call na sen deputy spokesperson bi. Wana mom yegul li wana ne Mama Njie bokut ci dialogue committee bi nga xamantene ñom ñoo draft all these agreements. Under no circumstances Mama Njie mëna fa wax dara parce que xamul lu fa nek. Lolu digante Barola ak Fabakary Tombong Jatta. You understand? So mom ni la mel suma oncle la way dina wax naka la mel NRP la nekon ya jame bu ñu electrify lo ñoomi moy bara eso power station bi time bobu la defect ñew APRC ya jame welcome ko mu tok bam ko ne mu def ay economic crimes ya jame da ko ci nguram bi mu dem GDC jogo ko GDC ñoo del ci Adama Barrow so ki political prostitute la suma oncle la lo motam nako wax dafa am agenda amna lutax mu gëna ci di wax lolu way mom xamul dara ci affaire agreement bobu because memorandum of understanding bobu nonu nekul ken moko privé ñiko privé à some of the executive members and President Barrow ñi neko ci dialogue committee bi té mom bokku fa so mënu ta wax fofu dara mënu ta clarifier fofu dara mënu ta xam dara lu muy wax fofu gis-gisam la am waxam la am suma oncle la waaw suma oncle ahan la xamna ko bu baax wa barala wamna wa barala Mama Njie la tula lu muy wax yeb xamu ci tous privé ben information ci member of understanding bi so lu muy wax jël ko ne waxi kalaw la waxi ko xamantene amul political base tay mu ngi fi ele mu ngi fele Okay.
So once again, I'll say ila moy Dudu Jafanana.
Du Yaya Jammeh président Jammeh xamul si dara si lii dégg nga ñoom fu ñu wéeru mooy ka nekk Equatorial Guinée moom moo leen wax ne ñu dem sign parce que ñoom dañ soona déglu leen.
That's Dudu Ja, the young stupid boy.
dafa ànd ak Yaya Jammeh ci kàddu mi waxoon ne moom du génn ak nit understand te te Yaya Jammeh ngi dégg si loolu ne nekkul di génn ak nit te moom am na lifin boo xam ne seede boo xam ne mun naa wone ne Yaya Jammeh still now ak lu si yéen loolu si lu ngeen nekk ba pare sant leen ko te yëgu si dara is that true?
That is not true. Sant ñu ko yëgu ci si dara ku ma jox kaamin dinaa ko waat Yaya Jammeh si boppam su ko waxee dinaa ko wéegi moom ci boppam Equatorial Guinée ba mu daj Landing Jaaju laa dee waxal bés bu ma gisee ak yow yàlla woon nombaam mun naa ko xool sa kanam ma def ko speaker nga dégga musuma wax ak
Dudu Ja of all people.
fa nekk yi musuma wax ak kenn parce que su ma ne dama dee wax ak diw ma la wax woon nekk dem ma la wax woon proof te moo tax ma ne la Landing Jaaju moom laa dee waxal te yàgg naa di wax ak moom depuis maire bi bu mu gaañoo moom mooy wax APC maire bi asoobi te Rambo moo ko jox suma noom Rambo la xool ne ko dafa ku ma dee dégg interview am dama soxla noom am Rambo xool ma mu ne ma Landing Jaaju nekk Equatorial Guinée dafa soxla sa noom ma ndax mun naa ko jox ma ne ko jox ko xaw ma woon kan la sax so foo dee mu xool ma fekk ñu ngi demoon boutique nga pour arrêter mbiri ci maire bi xool ma waaw xam nga kuy wax ni ma dégg dama man la sa papa ma ko sama papa mu waaw dama ñun ñoo jur poli yaa ngi dégg noonu la waxtaan bi saa am tam dama Rambo moo ma jox sant ma soo si daa ko ndax noonu laa si la amee di wax ak moom ba tey waaye ñoom ñu nekk Equatorial Guinée soo ko xamee nit mu nangoo laa wax dégg dina la expliquer la dégg lu ma wax mu ne ñoom dañ soona ete wat ko combat mo na mane su
Wa Equatorial Guinée don sona den ñoo buga dolo ala la man soti
Okay.
From landing to wall, for the money to never contact
Wow. Legi. Landing. Ndax moy président Jammeh. Moom mu ne landing moo ko wax. Dégg nga parce que ñoom landing ñu ne dañ soona Equatorial Guinée. So nañ crafeli nañ la tombon sign fa Bakary sign. Dégg nga. Ñi yabuñu. ba pare Dudu Jade moom gannaaw landing rek moo wax de moom Yaya Jammeh moo wax bam ko jaraan ne moom mun naa waat ne président Jammeh yëg na because of landing moo leen jox go ahead bi ne dem leen sign parce que ñoom dañ soona Friday bu muy wax ne moo nekk balaa Thursday bu ñoom xam nga ñoom Thursday leen sign paper bi si lu ñu wax waaw balaa Thursday bu Friday boobu ba pare nga am Saturday Sunday Monday waaw Thursday yooyu noonu boobu la Friday boobu la Dudu Jade wax nii dégg nga waaw parce que man bu maa jot audio bi
so anyway atel lewo moy ñola so Gambia diwni ali ngang hakkilotu so only few people ebe Gambia dundi kam problème o kono Gambia nul be blorani ñoo kambe sirin ngamira ko ebe UDP le keleka nga fale ko this has nothing to do with the United Democratic Party. Sorry. This have nothing to do with the United Democratic Party. This is about your country. The people many are they from nowhere. ebe siri be nyim banko dundi kanyo kono Gambia diun be siri because this is a scam. APRC be Gambia diun be scam kan. APRC la executive all. They don't even imagine. Dudu jako ite ni ya jambe kadiamule. But what the same Dudu ja ako anene ni ya jambe man diamu Equatorial Guinea. The only person animen kadiamu wole kita atodo this month. Something jaju. So wole kwe ya sign. So that's the man who is directing them, but no, not ya jambe. Because when Mano Nyinko Itel, they are tired in Equatorial Guinea. Who stopped him coming back to Gambia? Sidin Jai was with Yajame together there. And the others, Umpamending World, they all came back. What happened to them? So, but because of Gambian majority na naivety, Mbenna Banko Bulakai Batinyaka, because follow. I am blaming the MPP. Ila support us all. You can see the kind of people are in NPP. Because the APRC, I can understand some of their supporters. Their aim and objective is not to see UDP government in the Gambia, but not the interest. Because coalition, mole men understand, gente kundi ngamen understand coalition nabe formula. Party fula or party saba or party nan. All the parties come with their agendas. And that agenda should be part of the manifesto of their political parties. Okay, ntela agriculture na agenda left nga agriculture ketene nga ketene. So party doko hani ntela education side. Ntela left nga na education sector left na nata semboto mbakina. So party la manifesto dolibeta drop la more from each political party will drop some of their manifestos and adopt the other political parties' manifestos. But it's supposed to be based on the interests of the Gambia. But NPP la executive for Maloko, what is part of in that agreement? And who signed that agreement? This is not matter of this is not about the NPP political party APRC, but the head of the state of the Gambia, the Republic of the Gambia. On behalf of who? So-called his political party. But he is the leader of the Gambia, the Republic of the Gambia. Abenna banko dundi kanku kono. Gambia dun besidal ba accept because we deserve to know. President Barrow mune sign wa agreement on kono. But na fi kolu. Mbesiri mbenna banko bulala mbati nyala for the interest of one individual people and the hatred against one group of the people because in a audio mwele meniko. They are not supporting Barrow because of they like Barrow. They are not supporting Barrow because of the Barrow is doing any development in that country. They are supporting Barrow because of they don't want to see the UDP government or so-called the Mandinka government. And that's why I said the Gambia education system is totally disarray. Because we have seen the student wing of the NPP should be ashamed of themselves. The student many alonko sama be atul bi karandi sama banko be jikira atel leka atel natul man banko la interest to al malon ka la party for stand momenti party be tinyaro men na Gambia kuna al molon had say you form the student wing and you want to be the future leader of that political party. What does that tell us about you people? I feel sorry for the Gambia. Look at the Duduja and the guy who came to attack his own uncle Mam Jikin Jai, member attackant ala own uncle them. And these are all young people. Many alone go. Some are banko leader salty. But these people are not, they don't care about the situation that their parents are going through in the Gambia today. And then the situation that Gambia is heading to, they don't care all about it. Whether it is Barola government be do kula, fight do kula, nyabalale. Funding Kejo Malbetar la rightful mind, 5 common sense. Ila hard be cleaning. Ila 5 common sense be tamaka. Ekabula NPP noma. Iyante fanyinin kala. Because nibe bula la political party noma. Ask yourself, what this political party is going to do for me. And not even the political parties. But the leader of that political party is the president of our country today. Itanyante fanyinin kala loko biru president nata ay muneke I mean meaningful development for the youths of that country. And when we believe that the 65% of our country population are youths. I'm challenging each one of them from the NPP or the APRC to tell us what meaningful development did Barrow, since he came to the power, did for our youth in that country. Nibe bulala President Barrow Noma. Because of the hatred. Because Janiba fola ko ndebe President Barrow support ka because of Manding Kolom. Wala ndebe President Barrow mba support ka because malla fi Manding Kolela. If anyinka fontene ne Manding ko isule sroba. What Mandinka have done to me? Oh, what other tribe have done to Mandinkas? Nothing. Most of these people, these hate mongers, many aloko, they are running their mouth like a super kanja mouth, and they'll hard be cleaning, they'll hard be deterring. Most of them, look at their lives. Your parents are suffering in the country. That things are difficult for you there. The commodities in that country, they are skyrocketing. There, in a hospital, there is no medicine there. You are hearing every day the young women are losing their life in the maternity labor. You don't feel sorry for all about that. But the only thing I have seen, I hate UDP. What the reason you hate? The reason you hate UDP? It from malo munatina UDP hate. If you tell them, they cannot tell you anything. If you ask them, why do you hate UDP? It's a femfonole. But it's any UDP baby ubankoleka. If I'm in Kaba, it's a funding kill. As a youth, in your youth, so lebe fa can do masilo, ka many aloko ikana back wela. Moneke bondila bankoka, ning ayatari ko ika memposu back wela. Nika so la bankoka, who will risk your life to come through that back way. May yalonko is between death and life. But I hate UDP or I don't like UDP. But your country is you know, ila banko betinyaka. It's an insult. And they you know, and la mentality, the NPP youths, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for the youths of the NPP. Those who call themselves as a student wins. If my family member is part of that student wins, and I'm the one who is sponsoring his or her school, I will drop her sponsorship, because his or her sponsorship, because I will not waste my time on a foolish people. They develop themselves and develop the country, but will be look at that country. What have President Barrow did? Nothing. Insult upon insult. Insult upon insult against the innocent citizen in that country. President Barrow man care the integrity of our nation. President Barrow man care the sovereignty of our nation. President Barrow doesn't care nothing. Wala kinanko. Adamadu nyanta kila nyineti. You either be a kafir, or you either be a disbeliever, or you be a believer. But itetala jamu jabi na baina jalika. And wale siyata Gambia kono. We pretend to be a Muslims. We call ourselves a Muslim, but we majority of us Muslime jiko tenna, Muslime hat tenna. Ebe mo konna. Ifo ngalonko nyin dula karima betea. Bare memba keka meje ke betea baliati. Mbebula la no makato kar kotele banyi nen kanteman la fi womenna. And you are making yourself suffer, not that person. Itemenko, you hate Dabo. You don't want to see Dabo to become a president. Dabo become a president or not. Lawyer Hussein Dabo is already a president, because someone who serves as a vice president, muna born in president system. But a fool will not understand that. A man, me yalonko, ayala life sacrifice Gambia. Itemalo mune famu kinot. A man who has sacrificed his families, sacrificed his wealth for the country. You hate that man. And that's why you will follow the Barrow. That's why you will vote for Barrow. Go ahead and vote for Barrow. But ask yourself, Nimbaro winter. Abe mune keno lante. Barrow la nim 5 years okuna ay mune keno bankoye. nte babe toro men kono baro e mune falin noje fewni dabe kole yare baro e mune falin noje mbabe sorla gadino to somandala hadi say bring 19 hoya ho e fañol tarta men kono hadi say be wala kono within these 5 years in fact fewn da kole yatale dina baro e tar nyamendo but you will still vote for baro, right? Because you hate Dabo de almajam fala na sasata dawo da diata dunia kono abetano la jele Dabo diuni woli ye fanno le me fanno mansala kodola Dabo diuni karantale e man karam mansa kundala kodola Dabo diuni karantale ama kakodo sunya a halala koyol dinda diun la karam kuna wala kina diun fele be fan nafa kambi bari ite fanyinin kaba nde baye na karambujo mfaye na karambujo graduate from the school why I'm still sitting at home without job and then I'm supporting the government me yalonko birana the same boto good 5 years I kodo membeta on behalf of the youth development from the west kodo nyine we all knew that President Barrow received 360 million euros to empower our youths in the Gambia. But what have we achieved for the development of the youths in that country? Gambia youths are la bala fa wartalde. Because he tell me ko. I don't like Dabo. Dabo will not be a president. Fatally I'm a president You don't think what Dabo can change in my life, what Dabo can do for that country. But you don't care that I hate Dabo. Why you hate Dabo? I don't know the reason, but I hate it. I hate UDP. Why you hate UDP? They are tribalist party. Have in the tribalist in the No, but I hear people are saying that they do insult. Have they insult you? No. When they insult you, yemune kela. Because ngalonda ko adamadi unyama mai wuli dro. I wuli dro kanya trimola almonene. United Democratic Party, whether you like it or not, United Democratic will stay in the Gambia. Because you know why? Yado kuoleke. Alifale tarodundi UDP make haramu party tide. Ibukabalu haramola. Molle bela do kuole tarakese wuloni. Eka funtini kadundi party kono not like NPP me yalo ko droku kodo droku dilal albes lori wala ka imagine na le programo kile alla programo buka fenkeno because mo buka lafika kodo bonde ka ke party nyinkuna by United Democratic Party is a clean party birin non na alfa al kas senole ke ka sama sene ke la kodo tayla gadi musol la gadi na kodo e kola tundi nyim party kunto wala kina halisa pe party nyim betaka United Democratic Party itara kese wulen ikabalu wulela wa manke drog wa flaltide 3 ton of cocaine jita wo banko kan mbe biomento hani biomento masa kundama heb fojeto ita fondin kewe fanyininka we munena fayte fondin ke jolle be ke ka drug addictol ti wo banko kan Altata le funding kioli kafunyoma age 22. 95% of those youth, they are all jobless. Some of them are graduates from the university. Some of them are graduates from the senior secondary school. Some of them, they are they are mechanics. But what are they doing? Nothing. Daniba Fulako, I hate UDP. I hate United Democratic Party. But you are following President Barrow. Think about your mother who is sitting at home or who is struggling in that Brikama market or that Serekunda market or Basse market. Feel sorry for that person because dabo te fola ala balwola, dabo diune man fola balwola, dabo te fola ala jaral kodola. But ite ba ma ba struggle ka abe jarala mena mosodo. You hate UDP. What is the benefit for? Ila benefit yemune sotoje for hating UDP. Because nyama tole be sonna nyina. Your agreement can nobody among the executive who can come out and say what is inside that agreement. It's an insult to your intelligence. But because we know the kind of the people who are supporting NPP. How can a patriotic citizens allow such nonsense? You are following a system. You don't even understand. You are voting for the people. The agreement they sign, you don't even know that agreement. Whether the agreement member wala muko ni winta nyante te falale. Ite pa molo. What agreement whether ni winta nyante bale fala. Ite molo. You are voting for that based on the interests of the one individual person. Menkita President Barrow. The agreement between the coalition parties should be based on the interests of the Gambia. Because President Barrow is one of the most heartless presidents in the whole Gambia, in the whole world, in fact. But Gambia diuni, alikala karaktale nitandi dunia la kwa atele mumu mosi falet. Sometimes you feel ashamed of yourself for being a Gambian. Where on earth something like this can be happening? Ye President Jindi, ale dictator bondije, dictator meye molfa, ay mol bouté, ay mol exile. Atara to the extent that the furioli phone ake balina la wo Bangkoka. Aliyal niola, aliyal la nafulola, aliyal la energy keje, ale diamo keje. Wo President men aliyasinde aliyaje ko. Abena reconciliation ole kila manke kwa kana revenge la because country banko fonka country kono banko la loi to revenge be keno la nyadi. The constitution, if I do understand, you cannot revenge. As far as our constitution and the supreme law of the country is concerned, anything ning ayatrite man sakunda ye fambunya itenya tongo ye fambunya banku duni la right law. Can someone revenge without a law being used there? No. But imagine kadiama le kaleko ni UDP na tebete jola fonyi koleto. What have fonyi done to UDP? Ye muneke UDP la. For fonyi la mu APRC kiba. Because what we understood, not APRC supporters, but the executive or those who committed the crime in the name of the APRC. These are the people who are supposed to face the justice. But President Barrow is trying to deny the people. Many alon ko itulunte la tilimbaliaka itena fikima ikanalo molie ikafo mole ko ha alinga yamfanyoma ime babute ime bari muso rep ime nandi rep ime la moma imbo malu imansila ikana inyatili Gambia diulla victim so la ikafo wole ko let us reconcile APRC ni NPP la coalition is a betterness of the Gambia. How can you reconcile the perpetrators and the betrayer and leave the victims behind? What are they going to reconcile? Because I'm so near President Barrow Bamale Kanate Wodulato. I'm so near President Barrow Bare Muso Bakili Fakili Yole Siwulindi ya rape. Abe manya amena takila Gambia kon. But he have that audacity. Men ye mol fa, ye mol bute, ye mol lana flo kasara. Ye mol exile nonsense soka because of symbol babul. He is empowering those people and making the victim crying. A Muslim country like Gambia. And then Muslim kanalo, we have to forgive and forget. Hani alame yalonka ponye ko innamal mu'minina ikhwa fasilu bayna ikhwaykum. Muslimol mu'mino be albemu badi neti bar nali badi dunta nyola altonya foite ma janal be reconciliation because there cannot be a reconciliation without justice. How can you reconcile the people? The perpetrators ima accept ko yemenke arontale. And the victims have not been compensated. They have not received their justice. But you want them to reconcile for the interest of the one individual person. Wala mo President Barrow. Ite banko diw, ite misilime diw. Ite ko yela banko la interest le. In fact, nim President Fambe do ko la so understand no. You can say that let us move forward. But the President is not doing nothing. All he is doing arrogancy, hypocrisy, divided the tribes. And we want better Gambia. Let us take ourselves. Every Gambian, did the President Barrow deserve the second term in that country after ignoring the victims? Well, victims solely, they are from our villages. They are from our society. They are from our homes. They are our family members. But today, when the perpetrators are dancing, enjoying mol hadani kan men yalon ko ila blood ila sweat yola dundi president kuna alata sinola wallahi billahi tallahi Gambia nim president Barrow second term so that kila Gambia kairote because alaman la fitonyero president Barrow second term so to nko babe Gambia le fabe Gambia ila mobe ila entire family bebe Gambia ibe invest kan Gambia le kono ibe jele kay be donkan you are playing with the fire. al salon ko kelo wulita banko men ka manke ko yela banko konne civil unrest a wulita banko men ka mela banko konde bar tilim baliya alamal lafiala alamal lafi tonyero man bete ya muslime ya kono tonyero be society wo society kono ka society tinyale tonyero wala ka kelo wulindi banko ka corruption wala ka kelo wulindi banko ka hadanyiro wala ka kelo wulindi banko ka andunyi sabo be tama kan Gambia kono setano be larine alba konkon kan Gambia diwni mo nafiko li sinalo hantel be lafren banko la ta nyato tal badal munafiko letide bawo ni lefta banko la nyato tal tilim bali amen keta banko ka you have to accept that and you apologize and the victim soul yela justice soto banko ka but victim soul mela justice soto you have that audacity ite audacity soto ikan la yike nyatilin Gambia no la iba man du problème ko defa man du problème ko no ike nyatilin Gambia no la ka foy ko alinga reconcile president Barrow ala family teje meye problème o soto Gambia ko but in fact president Barrow mu nek Gambia ko ite fondin ke merum ijita karambuto imam bala fay fanye imam bala fay bamay ibama tata gadi no ta yela karambujo ifama ise yo le sepu yela karambujo ibani fay samale doku yela karambujo pour ye feel something change into their life ibarakanta ma ibe bulari mansa noma membol mon bol tinyaka ibe bulari mansa men noma wo mansa fonte boro sanola wol yela leptano do ikap mansa support mansa me yalon ko tulo bale bari musol lebe faka leptano due to the negligence of our maternity labor. And ask yourself as a youth man, why am I supporting President Barrow? What have he done in these 5 years? Did he deserve the second term? But no, I want to see UDP Pinkas crying. Itete mani boto sano le fanya. But you want to see the UDP guys crying. What can you do what UDP supporters cannot achieve? Right? Every society, we are all suffering. But because of our hatred against each other, we don't want to see it. Nkonyaje kila kale ko walata bahadu, walata najasu, walata hasadu. Nyinem alkana nyo kong, alkana nyo kajafi, alkana kenyo la hasidoti. Katun hasidi ya ning konnante ya ning aning nyo kajafo. Ala consequence mu muneti wala mu sofarinti. Wa sofarines bi mbole fengika because mo la konnante ya nyoli. I wonder Ibrahima Silla. I'm waiting you whether you will have an audacity to go and stand in front of the people of the Jambur. Kwekata campaign will take careful ko. Let us see. Wobekela horomanta yapt. Ibrahima Silla audacity so to kata allow the people in front of the people of Jambur, whom they were victimized by the APRC, calling them witch and then treating them with inhuman treatment. Mamira ko Ibrahima Silla si hani audacity sotola. Mamira, I don't think so. He can vindicate me, but he can prove me wrong. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Ibrahima Silla. Waitalo gunjurun koli nyatiluna. Jamburun koli nyatiluna. Mo men yalon ko ila moli ye bute. Ye mindi kube jarola. Iko buwale mwiti. Pati me yo ke mamira ko. Nimforo yabe Ibrahima Silla bala. Akafan kilimen na ko. Intellectual ole mati. He cared the people of his village. I don't think so, no. Mamira. I'm waiting to see that also. Either Ibrahima Silla betalola jamburun koli nyatiluna. Akoye ko, albero chika, aliadi APRC, NPP coalition. Astaghfirullah. Hey Gambia. Yalo toro, adamadi toro do kaleka, ifona toro le kaleka. Look at this country. How suffering we are. Gambia is one of the most ugliest country in the entire planet. Because of the corruption corrupt people olu nka wolle ke dinkendote bi hani be do ko la mansa kunda be post ni man ku keno ibadi un fam misilme kunda misilme korda misilme society wolle ka fo dinkuru no mon ka be do ko la gela man fenkenoje e kam mo bula sunyaro la. That is the society that we are living. Momen yalon ko e honesta nga woli ke din kurunti momen yalon ko be sunyaro le ka jomal le sunya kam fal le sunya ngol le bu din kendolti bari yaji the nation of no Gambia ko bala fa wartalde ibe banko be la nafulo sunya la ama meye fondin ke fa farafenye ne ajube yo fa ko ay sunyaro le ke ay même fa sunya ne ajube am $110,000 fianci ya bute ya fa bari bi $820 million wala filter from GRA to Central Bank. Kodo nyine. Are we not clapping for the people? Many yo kodo sunyaba. Na COVID kodo over $3.something billion from the donors, from the government money, from the other individual private sectors who donated our government. Where is that money? But are we not clapping hand for those people today who stole that money and share it within their families? Right. Aliyama alabe sinola. Nal kidita ali alfanke ala batulalti. Nal kidita ali afale ko ala mantal sinola. Joma ale kale alabe sinola. Alabu kasino. Abu kasino. Abu ka jinko soko nasi sino. Nali podita ali ko ala bentel fi. Na fikiya. Albafula ko ha yalo ala le kamansa sindi. Ha yalo ala menkente kabula wole no mankali nali amwe momo na fi ko le muiti. Ala menke kabula wole noma foyde bulade ya jambe noma meni ya jambe kele ya kele abe kuriyala nko atelle iko kila ko marra aminkum munkaran fali khairi bi yadihi aw lisanihi momo kukuru jali kono ko me yalo kama betea ala kelal bulola nal bulo mano walla ya kele newna ni new mano ya kele symbol ni symbol mano ya mute juso kono andu wo jus kono muto wala mu limani ya be lam funote bari na fi kol mol ko be durin tembo men nay ka fo kon telbe nde alay momen sindinni wala bari ko mu katolete ngo alay ye harajele ala ko momo o ma min arda illa ala allahi rizquha fendanyim banko kan there is nothing on this earth nin da fe ona muyti ala me haraje fenne be balula menno bari foysi funtile yete la wo haraje nyinin ni be ala kaye harajele kodi bari si la bun kono foyaji wo haraje be neka say ala koy ko sunya roma bete e kata sunya rona e ka fo mole ko ala haraje wala munyindi mben haraje wala domoka mun haraje bole domoka haramo kola ite sonna dunna toro kono kukurun katal keli be kafru wo kukurun kelalima ibe sembentu yala e ka fo mole ko ala men kentel ni wala ala fir'auna ala le sembodi fir'auna ala le sembodi namrujila bari fir'auna kilum ala nata halakila jomale kiyaka Musa ne ko ala men kentel ni wala si la bun kono ngo ala ko ma min arda illa ala allahi rizquha fente nyim banko ka dafion ko mammen haraje si labuna yajube kontoni si mawni da somo be tarla jete na fi kolu ala le kam man sa sindi bar man sala siyo sababu mun tellati fo man sa al kam man sa men fa sal ka fo ko ala le yasindi fa malon ko ala bejel barakata mo la million tanna leptanol to bori bu katarje akanna million ta kadi mo kuntan la because of their political weight bara la leptanol to glofo bu kasoje akamo la million tika bi ay kodo men di APRC la more than $10 million bari na gulo na leptanol to musolbe fa kanje glofo fa bu kasodo soko oxygeno hansay ala aw anina tako ala bejele na fikiya na fatala al kajomal le nene ika sori ala la kunkoto ite la bannaje ha ali alfanke ala la beyan kantalal wa talal mahal futala kunu kantalal masoko ka kala beyan kantalal na fikiyadro ala man la fi misilme na fi kolawo wo banko nyin al nyabala la banko be kasara la bar molla individual selfish interest on ala ko nale molje kuriya al kana kuriya sopoto wo banko ka bari na fi ko li ka fo mole ko ntel be banko la interest leje bari hey mote ala nene no la ngoy alamul ako ijakila lahum la tufsidu fil arda qalu inma nahnu muslihun ala innahum humul mufsiduna walakin la yasuruna ni koy ko al kana banko tinya albe men ke kaka banko le tinya ika foy ko ndel baake kane for the interest of the country ndel be banko dada kanne ndel manke banko tinya lalde ala koy ko ala innahum alul kumobula ala innahum humul mufsidun walakin la yasuruna ala kumobula nyille fam men ka fo ko they call their self patriotism, they call their self as a patriotic citizen, they call their self, they see the interest of the Gambia. They are the people men yalon ko be society tinyakan katu ka daji ko kurun le dundi society kono men yalon ko dinde on manya nakarana. What our children are learning from us. Society was society hani korda kono alpha e diwni ketele la action jube den diw nabe do yare parents o kamen ka wala vida aka wala sainkan so bar Gambian tel alpha hani muslime kunda because few fembe nyinke ka muslime diwlo fay malon ko barobe benke ka mambete yemoli tonye imela hakko soto men ye tonye ika kodo tika kadi wala ye mel tonye wol nin torobe siri ita misilime ke bay be bulari anoma e ba sokoti kaka ala ko fala tatanazaw bil ismi wal udwani wa tanazaw bil birri wa taqwa al kana nyoma koy konnante yanin kukurunka al nyoma koy ala nya silanka anin ku kendoka bar Gambe di un fal bole ke kamba al bole ke kamba ni be mo kanula kanu aka toñale fo ni be mo konna konko aka toñale fo ni mo kon ko faniya fo lala mu ya kon ala la silolka ni mo kanu ka aka toñale fo ya kanu ala la silolka ma kanu moyede ala alimbala jube Senegal la ni mo ru kundan ko le nene teje lay kanyo kafunyo makoy kata president na official bari Gambia president o presidency tay be la haftanol dukur la ñoko ala ngata president ya ngoy ko dina ñaaton ko nene mis anene ñaaton ko te diala because ila agenda te kilinti dina ñaaton ko be ala kuoleto ngo a president mansa al kafo me mansa ite ala kuoto mansa joli ye mo jolle bay ye dina ñaaton ka jolle bay misilme la history kono men yalon ko e man kuke alala e man kuke me mi dino tinya bari because of it mansa la ni dia ko e man wolle foytulo ko bite ko ni man sala be kala close friend muslimo e kal nene te muslimo ngamol jele jey ba foka ha Essa Faal vote for Essa Faal yeah it's like fighting against Islamia nonsense nim kuriya men bebe Gambia kono suñaro muslime diun wuliya fo muslime diun nafikiya muslime diun banko be la naflo ka suña ala koy men nako la taakulu amwala kum bainakum bil batila al kana mo la naflo do mo batare ya kono al kana tulu mo la naflo la batare al kono nim be jomalle baake fo muslime diun le take kana lo jang hani cristiano hani mo men malla alala ngonna bero fay wole fita ngadi misilmo la katu memma la alala at least abe bunya soto la dino en del fele jaman jan mis jamion lebe karobela ila hani la do kudula nin salilun sita ni afo yeke bulale yela bu dino bunya bare misilmo be surtout la Gambia misilme nafiki ya men siata je nyim mem bebe keri fa misilmo le mantra ke kapa nyim different mem bebe society kono bi nyim fania fasa mem bebe society kono jomale bake misilmo le ba ukila ko en sallallahu alaihi wasallam la yu'minu ahadukum hatta yuhibbu li akihi ma yuhibbu li nafsihi al do kilina liman yata timmanola fon ye kanuru ke badi ye fewna yemen kanu fonje bari te badi sofata mol tulunte badi una ye tawnte yake sate dinyola e kabila dinyola e kajela ka in fact meni wo tawnte yake la kabulo ko suwoli itam mi muslime sifalt walakin ambe tula sofata ne Gambia nyim bankundi jube anden ni bala fata musole fana man bala fay ifani bawo itelle majority electoral itelle siata itelle kaf bula political party noma itelle ka president sembentuya bari ibe mo sembentuya la membe itilo bala ndi muso fata timuto because of borite leptano ko ndi muso fata timuto lack of medical equipment ndi muso fela fata timuto membe ndinkyo don wuluka imam bala fasoto wala ka fo mole kala wato le sita al kal fan sorinde ala yal bukala banjeto ha al kal fan sorinde ala ya al bukala banje muslime ya ngam bampu akoma muslime ya nafiki ya datam bampu wala koma imaje dunia be yendam tunisi manke fo tunisi muslime banko leti go Go to Tunis and see the infrastructure there. They don't have gas, they have no oil, they have no nothing. But now if you call the Syrian Gambia, Gambia is poor country. Gambia, we don't have resources. What nonsense is that? Any country, the most important resources are the human resource. Human resources is one of the most important resources. Niman honest human resources, so you can never prosper in this world. Tunis, they have no oil, they have no gas, they don't have nothing. But why the Africans are leaving from their countries going to Tunis for treatment? What does Morocco have? Nothing. But even our president, they do sometimes run to the Morocco for the treatment. Go to Nigeria, they have everything there. But compare their infrastructure with a poor country like Tunis. Compare their healthcare with the Tunis. We hide ourselves behind the Muslimia and Christiania. We are doing the hypocrisy. We think that the God is sleeping. Alaya fale la insakaratum la azidanna lakum. Na alien jay, alien tentu, alien kukendo ke ngal bula menna, mballa fala nemola, mballa fala kairola, mballa fala wisdom la, mballa fala knowledge la. Barakale la inkafaratum la azid la inkafaratum inna ajaba la sadidu. Barnali kafiriyata. Aliente ala soso alben ngakwol ngal balikuo men nal bole keka msi kole ya lalika nsi yangan kato lalika nsi ngaibo lalika fole te keka Gambia fole te keka naba president barola nani nsante mai muleke misilime keba lebe lor ngakoma misilime dun lebe lor ngakoma ba fasa ka nafiki yaka e ba sa fasa ka banku tinyaka hanni ala ko la tufsidu fil arda al kana ke banku tinyala ite alfa yalo ne ko membe keka Gambia mambete birin ala koy tumo men nako inni za'ilun fil arda khalifa nga adama duna ci ka ngalike alfa ci bankoka wa alfa ya mu responsibility you don't want to take that responsibility e kata e kamol manipulate e ke fan dendendi ala koma ala nko lamna la telle ya fal ko lam yasalullahu sifaatu fi ma tuharrimu alaykum ala te taman ser la fewna ay few men haramu yandima nin ala koy ko suñaro haramu tale kana suñaro ke way ika suñaro ke ka fo alal kitital ala ko kana molla nafulo do mo tilim baliyaka mobe nafulo do mo ka tilim baliyaka ika fo mole ko man salamu be bulala normal fo ala ko ende ko bula mansa kuru noma ala ko ende ko bula mansa no men ka suñaro ke ba ala ko ende ko bula mansa no men be tulun ka molla nafulo la ba ala man ko mansa to ma rabbuka bizalami lil abid ala bukala jong toni ala taala jong tonyela jongone ka fantonye imaje fantonyero wala be Gambia ko ila banko be tinyaka I hate UDP ine UDP le kata marse kilun kono ine UDP le kata leptan kilun kono ine UDP atelle be kumbo ka wo banko ka ala sutoni tulo. So what make you to be proud that batunga UDP punish UDP as a political party? Hey, what's wrong with the Gambians? What's wrong with the Gambians? Ya jawara nata jali yake malaikoti almune mani kafar kala sanji tansaba ya jambe nata jali yake malaikoti sanji muwannin fula adama baro nata al bo fanan ke kam wol kunna nabiya moti barali kunkan modole ya jambe parade they end up being a victim of the ya jambe ala bukala jongtonye de ala yolfu asa an tuhibbu shay'an huwa sarrul lakum wa asa an tuqarri'u shay'an huwa khairul lakum wallahu ya'lamu wa antum la ta'lamun yekuodo kon ala ko askeno ila kayro be woleto bari lafta kuodo la ila kay askeno ila kayrata woto de albe bori kanyim baro men noma al kalka UDP le nyaawali mbele den ta banko nyinna al bali kata wo leptan sun kandi wono to bali kata damen musol kata wulu leptano sun kandi o men ko jio fa buka sodoje ngal fana bali kata al bari musol nal nandi on kata wala so sumafu al diun be sir wo karambon mento ndiun be sir wala al kamano sam price mena nka sa wala ya lon tole ya man tambe nyin na ite ko ka mole ponisi ni me ya lon ka al bebe dendi al mun alen so hakili nyimala al mun alen so hakili nyimala president baro be nyin kuriya men beke kam misilme ke bal halisa kanyo kalfo ma e ka fala ngata president lo tara jakon ka furo le wulindi wo somo fo asoma sabanjang almamul wulta tata ya ko tata duway it's only Gambia nyaton ko be kuriya kila mol ka wuli kata duway ay wo kuriya menke bawo ngajele briya jambe wo 9 imet fa wo alfa kilo le wulta kata duway television to kani tandala ko luwale nyili fa hani ayata ko alako e kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ko la yuhillu damu amra il muslim illa bi ihda salas amanda kaka muslim wo yelo bon soko ka fa foku sabaka nyin ku sabo be ya wo mo lulo men fa wo mo kononto men fa ayebe fa outside wo kila men fontele ba o kila ko le ko al saybu jani al fa me yalo wala mo me yalo ka fututa ana fans atata bali kuyata abe futuren ay jenoke nali amutal nyanta falal fo ya jambe o mo kononto men fal ka fo ko luwale fa ye jeno le keba hani iman jeni kede kila ko an nafsi bi nafs mo meye mo fa tawnte ya kono nali amuta aljanta falal tawnte ya kono akole ni ye taw bar fo meni ye muta ye mo le fa tawnte ya kono ba hani wo mo kono tole man tawnte ya ba mo faade wa tariqu dini mufarrakatu jamaa ani mo me yala dinu muslime ya dino bula atata dina koteto akan namuru akal provoke alla dino kan kila ko nali asolan nyanta yelo bonna so nyin ku sabol be nyil sabol be ya jambe wo mo kono to men fa ay wo mo kono to men fa ay fa outside these reasons so abe constitution jamale fola Gambia diune ka foko nin constitution kari ite mentata ite lonna ite almamo ite alfa mentata loy ko ya me fa loy e loi le fa atali ite ma loi fa long Gambia la loi fa la constitution jamale yo mol fa e malo ando ala ko wa man katala nafsi mutaamidan fajajaahu jahannama moome mo fa tawnte ya kono ite jomu jahannama lati amandai wala ko wa man katala mu'mina fa ka'annama katala an-nas jami'a moome muslime kino fa it is like you killed the entire society bar Gambia bi nyaton kol kam mol fa e ka tilimbali yake molla mol ka celebrate muslime diun aliyama ko alabe hina la mollale imaje mol be fa kan na leptano to hani prasta mon buka soto je bari la konnante ya mere ba ke kam molle ba ke fonela bawo itela UDP kowo nko ala kali enne ko ya ibadi na joni inni haramutul zulmu ala nafsihi ngatonyelo haramu yandi nde ala subhanahu wa ta'ala famale ala le kadiabu tende ala subhanahu wa ta'ala wa fa'alu lima yurid atela ka ko ke men diatay bi khairil hisab jonda kitindi no laka bari wo ala subhanahu wa ta'ala lo tena ko nte ala ngatonyero haramu yandi mfamal haramu manke fembatrati de ala fe men haramu yandi a haramu tale abe dunya ke do be dunna jahannabale woto ala ko ay wotonyero haramu yanda famale anata muneke wa za'alatuhu bainakum muharraman nata ke atel adama tema haramu fenti fala tazalimu alkanani wotoni ala man dai wala ko innama ako in ala nata akote akoye kote ke ko wala tazadu zalimina illa kasara muka tonyendir lali muke la fa fenna na manke kasaro lati momo sabati ta tonyeroka ne so wone so stata tonyeroka ne so wone so lota nakarloka ala ko ma zada zalimina illa kasara muka tonyendir lali muke la fa fenna muka fen kafu ila kolto na manke kasaro lati ali nga jube korosono be Gambia rampam Fishery Ministry suñaroke million tan signing million kemesa million mois a filter within the country within the institutional tema 50 million filter now atodo nawe kila kodo han siling muntum meleng dro 3 tono jita bankoka han siling muntum meleng nyimbe misilme ya konne dino ya konne ala ya haramu yandile bawo fiko ya fole fikko la taakulu amwala nas bi khairi tabin nafs kana molla nafulo do mama kendi yola diati bari nyaabe o bela ibabe do ko la santoto ifabe do ko la selo kono inandimbe batari ngadi noto hani sai ko ite UDP le kon akonde continue that till he found a downfall be funding ke jolle be Gambia kono bi they how many students are graduating from grade 12 more than thousands in a year from universities, and those universities, so-called university graduates, they become useless in the society. Mo kunta oni kallu al nyati na ka fale ko man sakunda mo furi oni be sunyaro la al be bulo ko sle al diwni be fakan sahara kono e kana min tole e kana Europe le bara atelu balu atelu falu al nyinata ko ibe naka wotu babu du me yala ko jikole beje molle jeke jiki dulati atel be system o men support ka jiko men balla ning ayatar ko wol fana yo jiko kilu nyine support bi yan non ntel ten senna sahara la kon kana Europe janne baral jiko al jiko wululali man bala fay diwni wululali ko ite diwn la sama jela nko dino men bi anafa ko bi nin nafa be dino lan telle ba ko bi katambi nunto molla bari walakin ala ko sullatu min al awwalina wa qalilan min al akhirina kila la man to folole be siala arjanno konolde bari man talabawne al tesiyala je katu nafiki yala be siala muslimol kono bi mbo jamanu la kono mbo jamanu la kono isi bloko si baroy atar ko be ko do kafka nyoma pour ke di samba kada bakwela dame yalo ko is between death and life ime fanyini ngambe nyi mansa kunda men support ka ate diwne president baro diwne abe sirin America, he is enjoying every privilege. In fact intel be do ko wala jabarate ka kodo ka bate gambe laita America ntel ni wo jomale barakata bawon deka bondi jannen ka kim bayes wokon nga bondi jannen ka kim fayes wokon nga bondi jannen ka kim na family les wokon ate ka bondi wokon aya samba diwye woton tel nate diw jomale barakata nate ko Gambia diwun Gambia fondin kol boka pare do ko la wonyo wuliya ke sole be kel fondin ke jolle be Gambia, they call them useless. When they came to Europe, they became a good boys, or they became succeed. When they were in the Gambia, they called them useless youths. When they were in the Gambia, they called them aimless youths. When they were in the Gambia, they called them all the kind of names. But when they come to the West, the country of the nation of success, they become success. They become success. That how? What does that tell you? The negligence, the uselessness of our leaders. All those ministers, ni banyol kurante benatin la France nyol kade jara jet. All those ministers, it don't be in private school leto. What is stopping them to send their children to the government schools? Because they know that there is no good teachers in those schools. There is no good learning system in those schools. They will send their children to the private school. From private school, they send them to the abroad. But it is farmer so. It is membe blokos kanyili. It is funding kyo membe blokos kanyili. It is funding kyo membe it is UDP le kong. It is dabo le kong. If anyinka dabo is 70 years. Dabo is yo men so duwa yo so. Dabo men kala banko e duwa yo kela banko e bawo kila ko hebbul watana min al iman kela banko kana be liman yala kon bari bi funding kewli Gambia fono ko men baskari funding Cameroon neneniro because they are useless. The system make them useless, not because of they want to be useless, but the Gambian youths are become useless because the system make them useless. All they can do today, sit in Facebook insulting the elders. All these young people who are insulting Dabo, check their age: 1996, 1992, 1994, 1997. Is that not a downfall of the country? And these are the youths who are supposed to be the leader of tomorrow. These are the youths who will be a future leaders in that country. When they have such hatred for their fellow countrymen, what future are we preparing for our next generation? This should be a question. And then tell Betulun Kamfana Gambia Alfalo Aliko Lonna Lemen for Kokila ko Izamata le Abdu Kata Amalu Kullu illa Salasa Ning Adamadi Mufata la Baro Be Kuntuta for Barasaba o Barasaba kono Alako Neko Kila ko Alwaladu Saliha Wala mu dinkendoti wota linga dinkendo li pripiyan koma dimu manke duniya na fadam banti dimu mu alkiyama na faleti aka kukende keja hani furobe la ren kaburo kono aba futale male woto alal diun ali daji kondi bari Gambia fondin kol mandaji kode surtout la din dium men be men kay mandaji kode ali ngam fanyini ka munatin na ko bi munatin na bi dindin saya siata funding ke saya siata ali ngam fanyin ka the la expected age, the expected age in the Gambian society from 45 to 60. May yaloko tuba the other other nation you still have the elders there may yaloko 90 years 50 100 years, but Gambia ngam fanyin ka why so many youths are dying with their young ages. Mandin kol ko sa ma ku yesako ite funding ko ite ma ke fendi alfa neno ila haji te fendi alfa ke kajafi ila haji te fendi hey ke banin ala metale ni temela ke babunya dolle la alfa bunya ta Saudi Arabia ifi ngalon ko aba jahali kafirolom aba jahali afata kafiriya ko aba jahali kila fandima bataje yanene talo kures kabilo kono e aba jahali nene analo kafiriya be ala kafiriya la kuriya le safeta qur'ano kono bar talo jebang yeyi dayele ko ka aba jahali le nene wolne balo nako nyil mantuli la alfalla bawo alfala ketati kures kabilo kono talo Egypt yeta fir'auna nene ye dayele ko ka fir'auna nene wolne furobe bolaje bari Gambia dindim fonding kiol ni aje mbebe faka e kamda ko animal soul because munam abe alfa neno alfa disrespect alfa fem nko kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam bring aba jahli be fala tembo men aba jahli ye banne kabula kila noma akata bulala la dino noma baro makina kila ya doya amakina ko kila ya tuje wallahi ay kila ya nene aya nene hanala saya dula aba sirinje aba nene kan katala alfa lama yelo lama bota wolle bala hanana la kafiriya nyawonya labon alay ayo yinda kay ko kila innaka la tahdi man ahabbata walakin Allah yahdi man yasa misilme dindi unalte emulet la nyilla ala kay ko kila itete mo kandandi no le lafta menna yela kato bekele ka aba jahali kandandi yela kato bekele ka aba jahali ta ka kandandi ka londi misilme yaka baraka kila itete mo kandandi no lay lafta menna walakin Allah yahdi man yasa ala le kam mo kandandi men diatay bari Gambia dindiuni bi ibe bulari alfal ibe alla neniro be abe andu ni ajube nyi mandinka society alla ko bala fa warta de mandinka dindiunde nyi neniro men bebe keri nyi mandinka alfal latel mandinka dindiunlo fommalo ina fiki mali maje bal nyurka bi ni tata NPP la kampo ko na nenir la be mande kadi Maymuna Sise Dabo Fabu Sane Amad Jite Salfu Kemo Baro Alay Bambo Leme isilo nyoka talibo konjira nyol nyil bemu mande kadi ulete ike nyaati le mande ka alfalle la hanna kira politiko ko noti kane nyaati le alfalle kanene ni la alfa e jurze la alfalla dolbe la alfal ci kalale ida amra politico doesn't give you any right to insult your elders Dabo manke dindinti bide Sidi ajata de dindindi bara al dinkuru malu al mo furi malu al katar menin al nimol kadden ka meninene al tali halifa sallama wo mo kilun le kanay ka ekal fight even insult you against because of saying something against Halifa Sallah abe mandin kadiuni al jube al bamba ma nyoli ni nada sere ko nebe juturi la mfa nyol ni nada kombo ko wacha bu bes nyol ite fa ni nada kombo they don't appreciate you ye jele komin ko itemu santoton kolet bari ite santon ka kilon ite le be banen ka ite le be fama nyol nyelika ite le be la alfanen ka yo malle albe molle support ka altani minister sol be jube mamburen jay ene ka diwni moy le Facebook lo ene ka diwni moy le ba but we will talk because nteba musama sene laleti mfa musama sene laleti ame village boy grown up ta village le batare ya membe na village ngol kam be diamu lal ni te futa bawe te amira ko katal kodo do kula kaki molye katal kodo fenkela wala mu dinkende ya bari baba la namo joka ifa bala namo joka ila family bela namo joka menima ibe sirin capital ko no ba batara domola e kabulo ko suwole ite mu din si falet ike fan ko ite because you want everybody to appreciate. If you don't like Asa, it's your business. If you like me, it's your business. I'm not here to looking for any friend. Me, I have my kids, I have my wife, so you like either like Asa or not, I will mbemem folam ba folal santo da diwnal jube nemmo kemele fata nyin duma silo kan 95% be mu santo to diwnlet badali jube tellebe forumol kono be mol neni kanjeto e tellebe forumol kono ka alfal neni ni bembe ngebe foy botame talbo ko njira botame na sandu kuraw ala bambo le men botame nyaani ha salfu kemo botame to kiyam ni be mu mol le sanji tallul nim feybe namo jo kanyim banko ka mo kunta be sirin state e la official kono na nafulo nyin kamara menbul e kam men defend ima hanalo foti o kadin santo fa kadin dumal bali te tia senela dingi te nyama sen ite seli tela ding e kabulo ko sinille ite ding hayna sirin wo santo to primary school ko no meyalo ko nin sama ke da jioka tsule ngala bali te ding hayna siri be sirin school lo ko no fana be men ko no e kanay balda mon suku ndila nyola alkamo le bela alfal nenina ye nyan jay buute jane munati nay kuma fo banjulun kolma jom alle yalo santo ton koli ko nun ala kila nabe mol duwate enne because ye kata ko wol menke santo ton ko ka balwa tarole la nabe mol ni 99 ni kemel sidula talul sidula tansayo be abe mu santo ton koli hani bimbe nyaton koli ni jube bi dunia nyaton koli 98% they all from the villages. Even German jay la president but one small village near Hamburg. Because Santo Tonko ala alfaliye balundi tarole la. Bari ning ala ko kada rabbuka alla ta'budu illa iyahu wa bil walidain. Kana few kafu ala subhanahu wa ta'ala ma ate ala kilinam badate ala batulun kole be jomala batula wa bil walidain ihsana ila wulula fulol ye bal buleno makku nyimmana bara ko ene fana wa in jahaduka ala an tusriku bihi la ma laysa laka bihi ilmu fala tutihuma niye yamar kula pour ye buleno makku kurun kamma ala ko ene ko fala tutihuma kana bula wol mo fulol no makku kurunka wa sahibuhuma fi dunya ma'rufa buleno ma din dunya kono ku kendoka bari isi bama fili batari inyabe bama la katela leptano men ko na do akala na mo le jo amanje ko manza kunda ka songala akatela wo leptano men ko jio fanga buka sotoje ndel ladiya bu leptano sandu ngal al kabasen kay al fasa sai al jube ba wulli leptan talbul sandu leptan talbul e tumanna leptan talbul gimara leptan talbul base ka fana kan koto leptan talbul health center wala be base sate ko albe ni wuro men bela albe president barole sembentu yaka baral balbe batari al falbe batari ni tata bu ka bor soro ike tenten min to banjul kana lo mul koto jam ha tel mu basen kolleti be lola mo me yalo ko taman kaman kunda wo hamlet ama hanike village fontide taju be president e munelo je bari te ba katinya gadino kono akata boafiro la base aka namo joje wo kata leptano men fato prasamon buka sotoje ima bala fawoy ite mum mo si falet alla wona fikiyani alte basen ko be dundino la kono de ntelu manke tolelti ntel momo woli e dawa kalandi wona saba mama e daba kalole saba mfa e daba kalole saba nte wuluta wo daba kalole kono hani sayal kal bentula wo daba kalole kono santen de lambe social media jamanol to walakin atel basen ko mbal kilikan alal hakilotu president baroma wochala president baromu nafikolet president baroma ke mansa kendet al kana song ayal nin gambia ko de lankol bulandi nyola base fana kan ko do lepta talbul al be ni wur question men bela mana tension is the same albuka wuri fena ko birijo what a same musutang anin kononto ñi mum bari musollete mbamal la mu nandiw la na musollam wolle fata tiwto base sate kono nga base la leptano ji jang hani jio fanga buka soto je nga base la leptano ji jang courant fanga buka soto je to albe wurla ko baro e marasole lo badal taman kaman kunda within 5 years ko na juba e mu nekeje ning ayatal baro mu president kendolete ay base kanule ndema mirako base baro bring ay gonin sola project nata Gambia manyana do na mankama kuna nga manyata sambala base leptano me yalo ko there always shortage of the electricity shortage al balika jara nyindulale to al falika jara nyindulale to al busol ka wulu nyindulale to al te diamula wala al be wur ka ko kay brijol lonye what a shame It's the same. Tata base. Wo mole balbulal be president kanyen di lamen. Atol base nkol. Wo population ne balbulal be president kanyen di lamen. Nin duma silo be. Gambia la illiterate percentage. A bebe base la area. 99% of their youths are uneducated, illiterate. They cannot write their name. They cannot even spell their name. Thank go to the Europe. Wala tinabi. Ndoli beje ngalon ko mune mu duniyati. Mbe Gambia kono, they don't even take us as nothing. But imagine Gambia starting from 90s up to today, most of people above 40s, Canadian and 40s, they don't go to school. All they know Nilsi Kanto, Beyan Kanto, Saji Muto, Wole Fellow, Konfelo, Sulawulem Fellow, Nganyilelo. Because of Mansalimen Beje, they neglected us. They neglected our parents. They suck our parents' blood. And still, they want to continue with that. Ite memboda santo te be from boring no mana. Most of Nathan until come support, ni European only support, until Basan Columbe Fala, and Korea B. Base Cordal Siata, Base Sato to project all in Minji Kendo France Alan in Europe. Because more legend doku. Ite be wurla. Barobota basele, barum basen kolti. If fanyene kaila sate oto munebeje. Between 1965 up to today munekeje. Base fana kanko to hospital of Fontaje health center le balbul. Albeni wuro membela ni tata wuli be waro men to ten. Wuli ni la ni waro be. Ali nyene ka do leptan le bebul. Ntel la sandu dada fula diabu ku leptan on efutata je susu lale. Tiriri tarada. Suto akamuta ko ye fulo la susale nati ndi ba ebe courantol interten kandi fende fo susu lale. Courant to beta jonko na ka funtile jonko be bandala la ran fawn buka soto jeto ite santo do dim ite basse dim e kanalo mol ngagoro baro bota basse nim baro bota wase and so what ite mira le bamala wo ka travel kata fo banjul ka kata jaralo leje nim 5 years o kono fanyene ka baro mu ne change la health system to be basse kon na dindun buka kara ñin duma silobe 95% be mu santo do diun le te bar surtout la na basse wala kina tanto di this backway express most of us we are in Europe and bembe ku ke campagne non to bembe fala poverty le kon ni ñin duma silote majority of basse youth be fala poverty le kon anim pus nyoro because munamu man sa kundal kambali kam muta tolo lete mfama nyol le kabule no man balle kabule no ma kontel bu ka man sa soso man sa atelte man sa soso bar man sa sal soso oh Allahu akbar. But we will continue to talk. Or nonsense against the people of URR or the people of provinces will have to stop. But I tell provinces in Golfanal Nyantal Famakola. More than na fikon menika balcone ka position soto. Ikali jamfa yeta si combo nyolto. Inila musoni do yeta enjoy. Anal nate la korda kono wulole kalbaye. Wow. Ikate nyunani wulu bala ya sindi la suokon. Somanda nila musolo wuluta wo beni nyakuya. Bari ni wo palasol ñini wato sitale yalla nandi na mukardi yalla benki la muñe ba mane start kala family la history defa ba mani bama bari ko le foy momente esa je wala ko jam ba mani den tambe kuma sifa fole be na fikol bari ni position o ñil soto rek 1 month pay visit ni nata okay foy ma ni koy mansute ko ñano be lande be na fiki selfish in people on wo mo si fale canal nene wolle canal nene ne ministériel soto itali hatula imali long e canal nene ni sulata e opposition la wato menna e be borla be dunna dula be dala sike modi la ka adum benki ma diwna mo nyindi adum bari diwna mo nyindi bay man kari bari and so what ni de tata leptano to wo kar be mu ne kele je atele beti la bilo jola ba atelebeti la bilo atelebeti ajola ila ba ate danadi un kuranta ba ala bilo jola bari nite di un kuranta atelebeti la bilo jola je. That's what we are talking about. Vote for the system and what system o UDP ko ni nata alla jata kende ay ba falin nali yenne jomale man lafi wala al chance dila ba ngajele ko yemembe ke gambe ba yeni o lale andu ko hani kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ne aja konye ko إن لم أكو إن الله لا ينظر إلى وجوهكم ولا إلى أجسامكم ولكن ينظر إلى قلوبكم وأعمالكم ها أكو على بكم ولا نياداني نياجوبة ala buka mola balola ni nya jube ala ka mola sondo mola jube sondo mo kula mun be la nga ka wala mi la baro ha e kamben fanam bara bar UDP ya jitandile dato ya jitandile la baro to bawo ni tata base bi fode danjobe menna mobe yajel talibe be menna mobe yajel roy maliki bi lobe menna waje mfa dimma fode atodo fenke sane abe menna mobe yajele ni tata siyarar bari na fi ko kane kam mani boto do alla la nyim mani boto ni nyin tul boti do mo nal mal hakkilot man de ma regal sen mani boto ak diwli bidon bi solen moytul ki mo len yobu si alal dunia ha way ñun dañoo wax so len bug ngeen bugun wax so len bugut sen affaire la so len bug ma sen affaire la way ñun man wa Basse la man pure village boy la te suma niti dañu yërëm anyway ngal dan jam ngal be konto mba fulal be assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi ni mbulata men kasila dura le hakko bonni salon ko mawul wo kamma diya molomu adamadi yalla mo adamadi man timma e kela diya mo wulindi ko do kamma mol saje ne do ta manke ne akatar ko ite mari ma min ne ro bar ni nga mo nen fanan al sal hakko bondi nye al salon ko adamadi yalla yo se mon na adamadi ya hakilo lo dina bara manke ko nga wulindi kamo nen mbal be konto na mba fulal be assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh annal badi malum esa jawla